Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frazee Family Foods, what a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar, perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, and I'm here at the Cornerstone project with Mackenzie Hamm, the new director, right?
Yes, I am.
And so, how did you get roped into this, Mackenzie?
Well, I moved back to Frazee in about 2018 when Cornerstone was a thought, and I decided I just always wanted to be involved. So I had my children be connected with them right away since they're in the school district. I grew up in Frazee, and then I've been working over at First Lutheran for a few years, and this opportunity came about, and I decided I would like to get back in with the youth. I've been involved with youth my whole life when I was up in Fargo-Moorhead at the Y and other programs up there. So I'm excited to be here with the Frazee youth. And
well, it's always interesting to see, we keep on having people come back to Frazee. They just can't quite seem to get away for a long time.
Yes. I always thought I'd be back just because I loved it here. I just didn't know that I would have came back this soon. My kids were kind of rooted in their school system up in Moorhead, but life happens, and we moved back, and they've been super happy with the decision, and myself as well. So,
well, and one thing that slowed the project down, of course, was the COVID situation. It has slowed everything down on all our projects around the area, but it hit here hard, and also it hit our positive community norm group at the school too. So, but we're regrouping.
I agree, and I think everybody after the COVID time, I think they're eager to get back and see the community thrive and rally around these youth that really need a sense of community. So I'm excited. People are popping in every day, checking it out, and I know they want to see it succeed. So.
Well, and I agree with you 100%. The reconnection with our youth is a major thing. I've worked on and off with youth more the troubled end. I had a plastic chain gang where they get in trouble with, and they'd have to do community service with me, and work in the parks and clean elderly people's yards and things like that, and pull weeds at the lagoons. They didn't like that at all. But it's all something that's needed to help make things better and understand what the kids are up to nowadays and going through.
Yes. And not just for youth. I think it's going to be a good connection with the community members as well. There are a lot of people that are probably retired, and they still need to get out there. They were youth once too, and they still have a youth mentality. And I think this will be a great space for them to come, whether they're connecting with the youth or not. Purposefully, but I think they'll be in the same space, eating the crepes and drinking the coffee and seeing kids kind of walk in and walk out, and I think it's going to be a good sense of community for them as well. So they need to keep their minds young, so we hope that the community gets out and hangs out with us as well. So
that's great. And now, what are your hours here?
So right now, that's a good question. We're still trying to iron those out. Once the bistro and coffee shop opens up, that'll be in the upper level here. We're hoping to have that open from 7 to 7 so that it'll catch people in the morning and then still have a place to go in the evening for that. For the youth and community center downstairs, we're open now. We're working on our hours on Fridays right now, so the kids come every Friday afterwards till 7. And as soon as we get enough volunteers, we need to have the bodies in the space so that the youth can come. They could start coming every evening this as soon as we have the volunteers. So I'm here, and Katie's here. Katie's part-time, our youth director. I'm full-time here, and so people can pop in and come see me anytime between 8 and late.
8
to
late.
which is great. I love it. But our maker space downstairs, we just received an award for some purchasing a lot of the equipment there. So we're going to be having a t-shirt maker, 3D printer, laser engraver, lots of things that the community can come and use, and the youth, and the whole purpose is to keep this free to the youth in our community. So we'll be kind of rolling out with like a membership for the community members, so hopefully they can look at it as like, hey, I can come and go, I can use this space, use this equipment, but I know my membership fee is helping keep this space free to all the youth.
So what is a membership fee nowadays?
Well, we are rolling that out too. I'm hoping to know after we have a board meeting on May 1st. So we're going to we've got a lot of things on our agenda to roll that out. So I don't want to give a price yet just because we're not set in stone on that. But I hope it'll be reasonable for everybody to know that they can have a space downstairs and come and go and provide that income so that we can keep it open free to the youth.
Well, that's the biggest thing, is to keep it open, free, and now. And you're talking about you need volunteers too now,
Yes.
specifically to help keep track of everything. You mean, or
Our volunteers, anybody 18 and older, and like I say, older. I don't care if you're 80, 90, and you want to come and hang out. You're qualified. And we're not requiring you to plan any activities or anything like that. We just want you there, and so that we can have that space open. Of course, we want you to have a heart for kids, in that age group. And so, but you don't have to have a requirement of feeling like, hey, I went to school to be a youth supervisor. No, you can just be able to come. If you know how to crochet, come and sit on the chair and crochet, and another individual, one of the kids will be like, can you teach me how to crochet? It can be something simple like that. You can bring your book and sit in the chair and read. The kids entertain themselves, so you don't have to plan the activities.
so how do they get a hold of you?
They can call me, 218-329-6199, or they can go to our website and cornerstonefrazee.org, and there is a volunteer link on there. They can fill that whole thing out. Our email's on the website, or just kind of stop in and let me know and fill out that adult volunteer form.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you being on the program.
Yes, thank you for having me.
And remember, pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor. The next person you wave at could be your next best friend. And we'll see you next week on Spotlight on Frazee.